Hi friends, welcome back to Read Aloud with Mr. Skyer. Today we have a new text that we're going to read. It is called Make Way for Ducklings. So make sure that you have in front of you your article as well as the sheet of paper that says Tuesday 324 Read Aloud, Make Way for Ducklings, and the exit ticket that goes along with it. So once you have those in front of you, let's get started. So this article is called Make Way for Ducklings. And I'm going to look through the article a little bit before we look at our first question. Let's flip through it. Oops. Oh my goodness. Alright. So without even reading anything other than the title, take about 30 seconds to write down what is the genre of the article. Take about 30 seconds now. What's the genre of the article? Go. Alright, so after looking through this article, we've noticed that there are photographs, there is a title, there are headings, there are more photographs, there are captions, there are labels, and there's a diagram. So where it says, on your paper where it says what is the genre, you should put down non-fiction, because you know that this article is about to teach us about something, and it has all of the text features that go along with a non-fiction text. So let's get started. Make way for ducklings. Last summer, a family of ducks was walking in the middle of a city street. They were lost. This is the true story about the people who saved them. So right here we see a label that says Mallard Duck. Let's open to the first page. Little Ducks in the Big City. As you read, look for 4 ways people helped the ducks. So that's going to be helpful because that's the question on your exit ticket. We're trying to think about 4 ways people helped the ducks. Far from home. Last summer, a mama duck waddled down a busy street. She had 9 ducklings with her. Cars braked, horns honked. The ducks were lost. They lived in the park. They were trying to get back home. All right, let's pause here for a second. You're going to answer the next 3 questions. I'll put each question up one at a time so you know how much time you should have to answer each of them. The first question you're answering is, what is the main topic? The second question is, what text features do you see in the article? And the third question is, what does the word ducklings mean? So take some time to answer those questions now. I'll put them up on the screen. Go. All right, so what is the main topic? That's the first question that you were asked. So, the title says, Make Way for Ducklings. And we see a photograph of some ducklings on the front cover of the article. So I know that the main topic is going to have something to do with ducklings or ducks. Now, it's not just ducks in general because we don't see... This article isn't teaching us just about ducks. This article is teaching us what happened when ducks were lost in the city. So, on the very front cover, oh my goodness, on the very front cover, says, last summer, a family of ducks was walking in the middle of a city street. They were lost. All right, so that's our first clue on the front cover. Then, inside, under the first heading, Far From Home, so that's making me think that they're not close to their homes, so they probably don't know where they're going. And it also says, the ducks were lost. That's our second clue. So the main topic of this article is lost ducks. Lost ducks or lost ducklings. Now, what text features do you see in the article? Now, I know that we were looking at text features before to determine the genre of the article. So, let's review them. We have photographs. We have labels, like this one right here that says mallard duck. We see a title. We see headings underneath the title. We see more photographs and captions on this page. And then back here, we see a diagram. So the text features that you should have written down are photographs, labels, headings, titles, captions, and diagrams. That's six. 6 text features. You might have to go off the lines a little bit, but you can just write on the back. It's okay. All right, now we can answer a third question. What does the word ducklings mean? So ducklings is a bolded word in this article. That means that it's important and we need to know the meaning of it, but it doesn't specifically tell us what the meaning of it is. So over here it says, last summer a mama duck waddled down a busy street. She had 9 ducklings with her. She had 9 ducklings with her. Well, if we look down, if we unfold the page completely, we see a mama duck right here, and we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 baby ducks. So I'm thinking ducklings must mean baby ducks. Just like on the front cover, it says make way for ducklings. And we know that this is a mallard duck because there's a label right here. So these 9 baby ducks must be ducklings. So the word ducklings means baby duck or baby ducks. Let's keep reading. Help from kids. A group of kids spotted the ducks. They had to help. They walked next to the ducks. They helped the ducks cross the street. All of a sudden, 3 ducklings were gone. They had fallen through a sewer grate. Down, down, down they fell. The ducklings were trapped. Now, this word sewer grate is also in bold. So we might not know what that word means right away, but we can use the text features to figure out what that word means. Back here, we see a label pointing to this thing right here. This is a sewer grate. So 3 of the ducklings were walking on top of the sewer grate and then fell into it. Uh-oh. Let's see what happens. Calling for help. A crowd of people looked into the grate. Someone called 911. The police used a tool to pull up the grate, but it was really heavy. The grate fell into the hole with the ducklings. Everyone gasped. Were the ducklings hurt? Saving the ducks. A police officer jumped into the hole. A crowd watched and waited. The officer pulled out a duckling. Then he pulled out 2 more. All 3 ducklings were okay. Phew, I was worried, but all 3 ducklings were okay. Don't worry. Off to the vet. People took the ducks to a veterinarian. They got a checkup. The people brought all 10 ducks back to the park. They were finally home. Stay safe, city ducks. So, we're going to pause right here and you're going to answer the next question. Why did the ducks go to the veterinarian? Remember, you're using complete sentences and using your neatest handwriting. Go. All right. The baby ducks went to the veterinarian. Why did they go to the veterinarian? So I'm going to look under this heading that says off to the vet because I know that in this paragraph it's going to tell me something about the ducks going to the veterinarian, which is called a vet for short. So let's see what it says. People took the ducks to the veterinarian. They got a checkup. Then people brought all 10 ducks back to the park. They were finally home. Stay safe, city ducks. So it says that the ducks went to the veterinarian and they got a checkup. So I know that the ducks went to the veterinarian so that the veterinarian could make sure that the ducks were healthy and they weren't hurt. Because up here, the sewer grate fell into the hole. And they needed to make sure that none of the ducks were hurt by the sewer grate falling into the hole. So here, on this page, you can even see a picture of the duckling getting a checkup at the vet's office. So the ducks went to the veterinarian to get a checkup to make sure that they were not hurt. This next caption says, the ducks made it home. They swim in a pond in the park. Let's turn to the back. Here we have a diagram. Ducks at the pond. Many ducks live in a pond habitat. These mallard ducks do. Look at the diagram. Use it to answer the questions. So, we've got this diagram here, and we have these captions telling us what is going on in each area of the diagram. So up here, it says, this is an adult duck. Down here, it says, ducks build their nests near a pond. Over here, it says, ducklings can swim right after they hatch. Ooh, those are some talented ducks. As soon as they hatch out of their eggs, they can swim. Then this one over here says, a duck dips its head underwater to eat plants and insects. So that's something they can do to find food. They can dip their heads underwater. So using your diagram, you're going to answer the last question. The last question says, adult male mallard ducks have a green head. What is the mallard duck doing in the diagram? So use the information that is in the question to then answer that question. What is the mallard duck doing in the diagram? Go. All right, so the adult male mallard ducks have a green head. So I know that I'm going to look in my diagram and see which duck has a green head. Okay, so here's the duck right here that has a green head. And what is this duck doing? This duck is flying over the pond. So what is the mallard duck doing in the diagram? The mallard duck is flying over the pond. Awesome. Now, remember at the beginning, we needed to look for 4 ways people helped the ducks? That's because that is what is on your exit ticket. So what are 4 different ways humans helped the ducks when they were lost? So I know that I'm going to look through this article and find 4 different ways that humans helped the ducks when they were lost. So, ooh, look at this heading right here. It says help from kids. So kids are humans. So I know that in this section right here, it's going to tell me one way that humans helped ducks. Then, under this heading, it says calling for help. Well, I know that humans are the only animals that can call on the phone for help. So I know that there's at least one, I think there's actually 2, that there are 2 ways that humans help ducks in that section. Then, saving the ducks. Well, we know that this article is all about humans helping the ducks, so in here there's probably going to be another reason how humans help the ducks as well. And then this says off to the vet. Now we know vet is short for veterinarian, and veterinarians' jobs are helping animals. So there's probably another reason in here too. So you have 5 to choose from. You only have to write down 4. So remember, you can use your entire article to help you to answer this question. So remember, you're going to use complete sentence, your very neatest handwriting to make sure that you are doing your very best work. Remember, if you have any questions at all, or you're very proud of your work and want a shout out during morning motivation, you can ask your parents to take a picture of your work and send it to your teacher, and we will send it along to Miss Hammond. So, enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.